In a moment that blended global pop stardom with luxury fashion flair, BTS's Jin, fresh from his military discharge, has made a triumphant debut on one of the most elite stages in the world, Paris Fashion Week. Representing Gucci as its global brand ambassador, Jin stepped onto the runway and into the front lines of haute couture, immediately sending shockwaves across both the fashion and K-pop industries. The event, held at an opulent Parisian venue known for its history of showcasing iconic collections, saw Jin make an entrance that was nothing short of cinematic. Dressed in a custom Gucci ensemble, an elegant fusion of modern tailoring and classic detail, he radiated effortless charisma. The crimson and ivory outfit featured delicate embroidery and a silhouette that was tailored to perfection, highlighting Jin's sophisticated aura and quiet confidence. Cameras flashed and fans screamed as the worldwide handsome turned the catwalk into his own stage. This marked Jin's first major public appearance since completing his 18-month military service in June 2025. The choice to make Paris his post-service debut was not only symbolic, but also strategic. Gucci, which named Jin their global brand ambassador in 2024, had reportedly been planning this moment for months. Sources within the brand hinted that Gucci's Paris lineup had been custom-built around Jin's image, showcasing the singer not merely as a celebrity model, but as a fashion muse in his own right. Industry insiders quickly labeled Jin as the highlight of Paris Fashion Week, with Vogue Korea praising his clean aesthetic, dignified presence, and soft but commanding expression. Social media exploded with hashtags like #GucciBoyJin, #JinInParis, and #RunwaySeokjin trending worldwide. Notably, luxury analysts observed a spike in online engagement and sales inquiries for the exact jacket Jin wore, further proof of his undeniable commercial influence. Jin's attendance was more than just a red carpet moment. It was also a statement of transformation. No longer only seen as a beloved idol, Jin is positioning himself as a serious figure in global fashion, bridging the worlds of art, music, and design. Fashion critics applauded his ability to carry both the romanticism of European couture and the cutting-edge boldness of K-pop stylistic identity. Following the show, Jin was seen attending Gucci's exclusive afterparty alongside creative director Sabato De Sarno and various fashion icons, further sparking speculation about future collaborations. Some whispers even suggest a limited edition capsule collection designed with Jin's personal input could be in the works, though neither Gucci nor HYB have confirmed these rumors. For fans, Jin's appearance was also deeply emotional. Many took to social media to express their pride in seeing him shine again post-military, particularly in such a prestigious setting. His graceful return reminded ARMY and fashion watchers alike that Jin is not just back, he's evolving. From Seoul to Paris, the message was loud and clear. Jin is no longer just a member of the world's biggest boy band. He is a standalone force, and the fashion world has taken notice. But Jin's Paris Fashion Week appearance wasn't merely about aesthetic and celebrity glamour. It signaled something deeper, the strategic rebranding of Jin as an independent icon, not just a member of BTS. While he has long been celebrated for his vocals, wit, and sincerity, this moment in Paris illuminated his capability to transcend music and command influence in the world of luxury and style. Industry experts were quick to note that Jin's timing was impeccable. With BTS's group comeback not expected until spring 2026, Jin is effectively filling the spotlight with curated moments that sustain global attention. And unlike traditional idol activities, his current trajectory leans heavily into individual prestige. Appearances like this reinforce the notion that Jin's post-military career is being orchestrated with meticulous care and long-term vision, something insiders attribute largely to HYB's strategic alignment with major global brands like Gucci. In fact, Bang Si-hyuk, the executive chairman of HYB, was reportedly present backstage during the Paris event, igniting conversations about how Jin is being prioritized at the agency's highest level. According to industry rumors published by Korean media outlet Dispatch, Bang personally greenlit Jin's runway appearance, emphasizing that this opportunity would cement Jin's image as a luxury cultural figure beyond Korea. If true, this marks a significant shift in how HYB is handling Jin's branding, opting for elite crossover exposure rather than typical idol promotions. Behind the scenes, insiders have hinted that Gucci and HYB may be developing a broader content partnership, involving docuserie-style material, campaign collaborations, and perhaps even a runway project centered entirely around Jin. An anonymous staffer who worked closely with the fashion house said, "Jin is not just an ambassador, he's becoming a muse." The designers are fascinated by his aura, which blends gentleness with power. It's rare. Even other celebrities in attendance at Paris Fashion Week took notice. Several international models and designers posted backstage selfies with Jin, praising his humility and eye for detail. One viral post from a French stylist read, "I expected a K-pop idol, but what I met was a man of elegance and vision." And then there's the emotional element. For longtime fans, seeing Jin return not just strong, but elevated, felt like witnessing a promise fulfilled. The emotional weight of his journey, from enlisting quietly in 2022 to coming back in 2024 to now headlining fashion's biggest event, was not lost on the ARMY. Many online posts were filled with admiration, pride, and even tears, especially from fans who remember his pre-departure promise. "I'll be back with a bang." He kept that promise, and then some. Furthermore, Jin's Gucci campaign is rumored to align with a new solo single expected later this year. If true, the synergy between fashion and music could mark a watershed moment for solo K-pop branding. With Jin setting the bar this high, other soloists, both within and outside BTS, may follow similar global routes. As the final curtains of Paris Fashion Week closed, Jin's face was the one etched into memory. Elegant, composed, and bold, his presence represented a new archetype for idols entering their post-military, post-group chapters, no longer confined to old molds, but forging legacy through reinvention. As headlines around the world began to pick up Jin's Paris appearance, it became increasingly clear. This wasn't just another celebrity cameo. It was a calculated cultural reset, one that redefined what it means for a K-pop idol to transition into a global icon in the realms of fashion, art, and influence. Gucci's decision to center its spring-summer 2026 show around Jin was not merely symbolic. According to an exclusive report by WWD Korea, the Italian luxury house collaborated directly with HYB to design a custom capsule lookbook inspired by Jin's duality. Soft power meets classic masculinity. One of the key pieces, a crimson-trimmed double-breasted wool coat with Seokjin's initials hand-stitched into the sleeve lining, is rumored to be released as part of a limited edition Jin x Gucci collection. Slated for early 2026, fashion critics were unanimous in their praise. Vogue France wrote, "Jin's presence was not merely fashionable, it was revolutionary. He redefined how East meets West on the runway." The New York Times fashion column applauded his restraint and elegance, calling him a figure that bridges the sophistication of Milanese design with the emotional subtlety of Korean artistry. Even more surprisingly, several luxury competitors, Prada, Dior, and Louis Vuitton, were reportedly caught off guard by Gucci's exclusive hold on Jin. Industry insiders speculate that at least two of these fashion houses have since reached out to HYB, hoping to secure Jin for future global campaigns, signaling a heated bidding war over the artist's brand image. Yet, amid the spotlight and the glamorous noise of Paris, those close to Jin describe him as grounded. A HYB staff member who traveled with Jin to Paris told El Korea, "He never lets the hype get to him. After the runway, he asked if we could grab hot chocolate in Montmartre. No PR, no cameras. That's just who he is." Fans caught a glimpse of this humility when Jin posted a short note on Weverse the day after the show. "Thank you for your love. I'm still learning, and this journey is just beginning. I hope I made you proud." And proud, indeed, they were. Within 24 hours, hashtags like #Jin at Paris Fashion Week, #Global Ambassador Jin, and #Gucci Seokjin trended globally across X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fan edits featuring his catwalk appearance amassed over 30 million views in a day, while Gucci's own post featuring Jin became the brand's most liked social media content of the year. The impact wasn't just digital. Korean news outlets reported a sudden 50% surge in Gucci search traffic on Naver, South Korea's top search engine, while Gucci stores across Asia saw an uptick in visits, particularly in Seoul, Tokyo, and Taipei. Meanwhile, speculation continues to grow about Jin's future as a solo artist and cultural figure. Rumors suggest that HYB is building a dedicated Jin team within its artist management division, focused solely on international partnerships, brand alignment, and future creative campaigns across fashion, music, and philanthropy. If true, this would mirror the company's earlier model used for BTS as a group, signaling that Jin may become HYB's flagship solo export heading into 2026 and beyond.